John, old YouTuber. It's Friday today, so I got through the night, so now it's Friday, 10:30, and I'd like to read about the German, the Challenger, that's wrong. Read about the Leopard 2 tanks. Know where it is. I think I have closed it. Yes, but we have to open it. I need to get more to drink. I have to find it in my folder. I think I have closed it by mistake because I was sleepy. So I like to read about the German Leopard 2 tanks because of the war in Ukraine. I have talked about a lot of this German Leopard 2 tanks. Germany will give it for free to Ukraine. Russia have invaded Ukraine like soon 1 year ago, the 24th of February. Last year Russia did invade Ukraine, and Ukraine like to get this powerful modern tanks. So we have to read about that, but I cannot find the PDF. I have to find it from my folder because probably I was sleepy and just closed it. But I think cannot open more PDF because it's full. Let's find the Leopards. Leopard 2. No, we cannot open because there's too many. We have to close one. We have to close one PDF. Yes, now I got it. And speaker level is 50. That's oh no, that's 56 pages. So I think that's not power enough. We don't have power enough. That's the German Leopard. Yes, I made a new read list for World War I. There. So before I do that, I start to read about tanks in World War I. Probably I should take the paper parts, take the paper clip off. Before I spent 2 weeks to read about World War I, tanks in World War I have it, everything here. Before I read this, tanks in World War I and World War I, trench warfare, Western Front, World War, all this Battle of Summer. That's all tanks from the World War I. Before I do, I have it on the paper here. I had to spend a lot of time to download all this. I have it everything there. That's the one I just closed there. So I have it on my paper here. Read about Leopard 2, the M1 Abrams. Read about this Challenger. Read actually tripod is me. This is the modern tanks, the Leopard 2, M1 Abrams, United States, the Challenger 2 from United Kingdom, this one, that's more there from Japan, like this one, Type T tanks. You start to read about the modern one a bit. For World War One, because I'm not going to spend 1 month now to read about World War One and then never read about this Leopard 2 tank. So we just have to do the modern tanks now. And then we go back in time. We're looking back in time later. All this old one. Let's do this tanks in World War One and World War One, but that's 88 pages. That could take like 2 days. And trench warfare, the Western Front, all kind of battles in World War One. Then all tanks, World War One. That was the first tanks in France. That's old German tank. British tanks, all this, but I think the Challenger Leopard we have here. So let's do this. I will go to my bed. But that's German, from Germany. I'm living north of Germany, very close to here. That's a company called Rheinmetall. I would like to follow on my Twitter, but my Twitter is full. I can only follow 5,000 Twitter accounts. So let's read about it.
Leopard 2. Leopard 2 tank. Leopard 2A7 NATO days 2022.jpg. Leopard 2A7 are one of Type main battle tank, place of origin West Germany, service history in service 1979 present. 1. Used by sea operators, war in Afghanistan, Syrian civil war, production history, designer Krauss Mafia, designed 1970s, manufacturer Krauss Mafia. Maskinenbau KIEL. Rheinmetall 2. Santa Barbara Systems. Haglunds AB. Contravs. Hellenic Vehicle Industry. Unit cost $2A6, $5 million, 2007, 3, 2A7 plus, €13 15 million, 4, produced 1979 present no. Build 3,600, 5, variants C variants specifications mass 2A6, 62.3 tons, 68.7 short tons. The Leopard 2 is a third-generation German main battle tank, MBT. Developed by Krauss Mafia in the 1970s, the tank entered service in 1979 and replaced earlier Leopard 1 as the main battle tank of the West German Army. Various iterations of the Leopard 2 continue to be operated by the armed forces of Germany, as well as 13 other European countries, and several non-European states around the world including Canada, Chile, Indonesia, and Singapore. Some operating states have licensed the Leopard 2 design for local production and domestic development. There are two main development tranches of the Leopard 2. The first encompasses tanks produced up to Leopard 2 A4 standard and are characterized by the vertically faced turret armor. The second tranche from Leopard 2 A5 onwards has an angled, arrow-shaped turret applique armor, together with other improvements. The main armament of all Leopard 2 tanks is a smoothbore 120mm cannon made by Rheinmetall. This is operated with a digital fire control system, laser rangefinder, and advanced night vision and sighting equipment. The tank is powered by a V12 twin-turbo diesel engine made by MTU Friedrichshafen. In the 1990s, the Leopard 2 was used by the German Army on peacekeeping operations in Kosovo. In the 2000s, Dutch, Danish and Canadian forces deployed the Leopard 2 tanks in the Afghanistan War as part of the contribution to the International Security Assistance Force. In the 2010s, Turkish Leopard 2 tanks saw action in Syria. In the 2020s, Leopard 2 tanks donated by European countries will likely see action in the Russian-Ukrainian war. History. Development. Even as the Leopard 1 was just entering service, fewest German military was interested in producing an improved tank in the next decade. This resulted in the 2A7V, 66.5 tons, 73.3 short tons, length 2A6, 9.97 meters, 32.7 feet, gun forward, width 2A6, 3.75 m, 12.3 feet, height 2A6, 3.0 m, 9.8 feet, crew for armor 2A6, third generation composite, including high hardness steel, tungsten and plastic filler with ceramic component. Main armament 1RH120L/44 120mm or RH120L/55 120mm Rheinmetall RH120 1. 42 rounds. Secondary armament 27.62mm MG3A1 1 or 27.62mm FN Mag 4,750 rounds. Engine MTU MB873 KA501 liquid-cooled V12 twin-turbo diesel engine 1,500 PS, 1,479 HP 1103 kilowatt, at 2,600 RPM power /weight 2A6. 24.1 PS /T, 17.7 kilowatt /T, 23.7 HP /ton, 2A7V, 22.6 PS /T, 16.6 kilowatt /T, 22.2 HP /ton. Transmission Renk HSWL354 suspension torsion bar suspension fuel capacity 1,200 liters, 264 imperial gallons, 317 US gallons, 6, operational range road, 340 kilometers, 210 mi. Cross country, 220 kilometer, 140 mi. Average, 280 kilometers, 170 mi, 7. Maximum speed 70 km /h, 43 miles per hour, 8, 9. Start of the MBT-70 development in cooperation with United States beginning in 1963. 10. However, already in 1967 it became questionable whether the MBT-70 would enter service at any time in the foreseeable future. Therefore, the German government issued the order to research future upgrade options for Leopard 1 to the German company Porsche in 1967. 11. This study was named Vergoldete Leopard, Gilded Leopard, and focused on incorporating advanced technology into the Leopard design. The projected upgrades added an autoloader, a coaxial autocannon and an independent commander's periscope. 12. The anti-air machine gun could be operated from inside the vehicle and a TV surveillance camera was mounted in an extendable mast. The shape of the turret and hull was optimized using cast steel armor, while the suspension, transmission, and engine exhaust vents were improved. 13. Prototype development. Following the end of the Gilded Leopard study in 1967, the West German government decided to focus on the experimental Entwicklung, experimental development, in a feasibility study and to develop new components for upgrading the Leopard 1 and for use on a future main battle tank program. 12. At first 25 million DM were invested, but after the industry came to the conclusion that with such a low budget the development of the two projected testbeds was not possible, a total of 30 to 32 million DM was invested. The experimental development was contracted to the company Krauss Mafia, but with the obligation to cooperate with Porsche for the development of the chassis and with Women for the development of the turret. 14. Two prototypes with different components were built with the aim of improving the conception of Leopard 1 in such a way that it would match the firepower requirements of the MBT-70. A high first hit probability 8 ranges of 2,000 meters, 6,600 feet, and the ability to accurately engage targets on the move using a computerized fire control system were the main goals of experimental development. The resulting vehicles were nicknamed Keiler, Tusker. Two prototypes, ET-01 and ET-02, of the Keiler were built in 1969 and 1970, both of them being powered by the MB-872 engine. 14. A Leopard 2 PT-15 with 105 smoothbore gun. A Leopard 2 prototype, 1983, the Leopard 2 T-14 mod. With the modified turret housing composite armor, the MBT-70 was a revolutionary design, but after large cost overruns and technological problems, Germany withdrew from the project in 1969. After unsuccessful attempts at saving the MBT-70 by conceptual changes in order to eliminate the biggest issue, the driver being seated in the turret, it became clear in late 1969 that Germany would stop the binational development. 13. The Assistant Secretary of the Military Procurement Division of the German Ministry of Defense suggested reusing as many technologies developed for the MBT-70 as possible in a further program which was nicknamed Eber, due to his being named Eberhard. The Eber used a modified MBT-70 turret and hull, with driver being seated in the hull. Only a wooden mock-up was made. 1 year later, a choice was made to continue the development based on the earlier Keiler project of the late 1960s, instead of finishing the development of the Eber. In 1971, the name of the design was determined as Leopard 2, with the original Leopard retroactively becoming the Leopard 1, and Paul Werner Krapke became the project officer of the Leopard 2 program. 15. Originally two versions were projected, the gun-armed Leopard 2K and the Leopard 2FK, which would be armed with the XM150 gun forward/launcher weapon of the MBT-70. 16. In 1971 17 prototypes were ordered, but only 16 hulls were built, thus production of hull PT-12 was cancelled. 10 were ordered initially before another 7 were ordered. The 17 turrets were designated T1 to T17, and the hulls were designated PT1 to PT11 and PT13 to PT17. To test a larger number of components and concepts, each prototype was fitted with components not found on other prototypes. 10 of the turrets were equipped with 105 smoothbore guns and the other 7 prototypes were equipped with a 120mm smoothbore gun. 16. 17. Hulls PT11 and PT17 were fitted with a high-drop pneumatic suspension based on the MBT70 design. 16. The running gears of these two hulls had only 6